Okay, so I've been using the XTEINK X3 with the original firmware, the original software for a few days now. And it's time for me to switch to XTEINK and CrossInk, so I need to do this video now. And I must say the latest version of the original UI, after updating it when you get it, is quite good actually for reading. You see, you can have a quite nice font. You can have very small margins, but you can set the margins. And you see here, and it's too near this side and not on this side. So either this display is not aligned correctly, or you have a setting to do somewhere, but I can't find that setting in the original firmware. But it's quite nice, and you can use the buttons here to turn pages, as you see, and you can go back with this. Works good. And you can do the same here. You can use this button to go back and forward. Works good. So that is the same as by the X4, but I prefer having a button on the side to do both forward and back as I have on the X4. I don't think this is ergonomical with my large hand to have the buttons on both sides. But if I have it in my left hand, I can do page turn with this button to go forward. That works good, and I can use the thumb by using this, and that works also. But I think the buttons are more ergonomical on the X4 actually, at least with the original firmware. But one drawback with the original firmware is that the status bar is way too tiny. I can't read it. I read better here because now I can see some stuff. I can see the text when doing the video, but in the real world I can't see that. It's impossible. So this status bar is too small. They need to make that larger, at least with a setting, so you can choose if you want it small or large. But that is way too small. So that is a drawback. Another drawback is that you can't sync with co-reader with the original firmware. There is no setting for that. But you have a lot of settings to do, but not as much as with XTEINK. You can choose different covers and all that. One of the best things is actually the phone app that you have with this. By using cloud transfer, you can go here and select cloud transfer. Now it will open that. I can now go into the phone app. Their original phone app is actually good, as I said. Here we have my XTEINK X3. So now I can actually transfer free fonts, books. You can use your caliber, you can do other stuff, you can do whatever you want actually. So that is quite nice. You can have wallpapers, you can transfer those. You can choose different book covers. You can have other stuff here. So that is quite nice. The original app for this is quite nice. And you have this statistics. So that is also nice. I think this app is fine to transfer books and files. So you can do a lot of stuff. You can transfer fonts, for example here. Here I have transfer Bitter and Atkinson. And here I transfer a book. So that is how easy you can transfer stuff. If you click import, you can import links, web pages, books, comics, and more. Images, whatever you want with this app. So that is one nifty thing with the original UI's app. I think that's quite good actually. So the most reason why I want to switch is that it doesn't sync with co-reader. I need that because I read on, for example, this, the Highbreak Pro color from BigMe. Then I need to sync between my devices and also sync with my iPhone sometimes. So that is the biggest reason. And the other reason is that you don't have so many settings for the typography and the beauty of text. So in this video we will do a tutorial to how to flash CrossInk to the X3. And this is the first time I flash on this device. I have never done that before, and I haven't even flashed CrossPoint on it yet, because I want to flash CrossInk immediately from the original UI. That will be quite interesting to see. So let's remove my iPhone and we go do a connection here with the pogo pin, like so. You see it lights up beautifully. So now it's connected. Now we can go to my desktop cam and we go to the crosspointreader.com page. They have removed the original web page for flashing. Now this is the only way of flashing on this site. So we need to use this website now. But here we have Flash Firmware. So that is what you should click when you are connected your X3. And the X3 needs to be on. You can't have it in sleep mode. So you need to have it on. Choose XTEINK X3. Here you can flash CrossPoint 1.3 if you want. CrossPoint Nightly is the latest beta. English original, Chinese original, or upload your own custom. And that is what I will use with CrossInk. So I have already downloaded the latest firmware from CrossInk GitHub page. And I have a video on how you do that, so you can check that out, a tutorial. So I click on that. It can't be asleep, as you see there, it needs to be on. Choose file. Here we have that file. Yes, I know you maybe can't see that, but here is the file. I choose that and I click open. Now we have that file there. Now I click flash. Here you need to connect your XTEINK X3. So click on that and click connect. Now it starts reading the OTA. Now it flashes CrossInk. The reason why I didn't do a backup first is that you don't need a backup anymore, because you can flash the original firmware instead of using the backup. So a backup is unnecessary, really. At least what I think. I think it's just doing this. It works great. So now you need to unplug it and replug it to restart your device. You can do that if you want, or you can unplug it and click on the reset button. Here it says don't press the reset button. Okay, so maybe I will do that then. We can go back to my table cam. We unplug it and unplug it again. And we go to my desktop cam, and now it's done. So now we go back to the scene cam. Here we now have CrossInk. And now you can do all the settings you need. Let's see if my book is... it's frozen. So I rebooted it now. And now we can browse. So you need to push the reset button. I don't like that page, actually. I don't think they are correct with doing the unplugging and stuff. You need to reset this. So just hold this button for a while, 3 seconds or so. Release it and click on the power button for 5 seconds or so, and it reboots. So now we are in to CrossInk. So I don't think my book is there now, because it replaced everything, so I don't have my books. I will transfer that later on. But here is CrossInk, and I love CrossInk, as you know. So I will do all the settings now and everything I need on this. Okay, I think that's it for this. So now I have been using the original UI for a while, and now I have flashed CrossInk to my XTEINK X3 and will use that. And we will later on do a review of the complete device, and we will later on also do comparison with the X4. and do comparison on other stuff, on how I use it and what I prefer and everything else. So, okay, bye.